I found a phone in its stomach. Still working, still recording. The last video was from 4 days ago. A man hiking, laughing, talking to the camera about how beautiful the forest was. Then the camera shakes. He's running, screaming. The video goes dark, but the audio keeps going. 13 minutes of the most horrific sounds I've ever heard. Begging, crying, crunching. Then, silence. And when I checked the phone's location data, it showed me something that made me vomit. This creature had eaten 43 people in the last 2 years. And it had kept all their phones. Like trophies. All still recording. All still uploading to the cloud. Hundreds of hours of footage. Of it hunting. Of it feeding. Of it watching us. And the last file uploaded was from yesterday. After this thing was already dead. Which means it wasn't alone. My name is Dr. Sarah Martinez. I'm 52 years old. I've been a forensic pathologist for 23 years. I've done autopsies on murder victims, accident victims, decomposed bodies. I thought I'd seen the worst things humans could do to each other. But 3 weeks ago, park rangers brought me something that changed everything. They brought me a body that wasn't human. The body bag was 9 feet long. It took 4 men to lift it onto my examination table. And when they unzipped it, I saw something I'd never seen before. Something covered in dark brown fur. Something with arms thicker than my legs. Something with a face that looked almost human, but not quite. A Bigfoot. I stood there for a full minute, just staring, my brain trying to process what my eyes were seeing. Everyone knows about Bigfoot. The legend, the myth, the blurry photos, the hoaxes. But this was real. Real muscle, real bone, real fur, real death. The lead ranger, a man named Tom Davidson, looked pale, shaken. "Doc, we need to know what this thing is. We need to know if it's dangerous. We need to know if there are more." I looked at him. "You killed it. Seems like you already decided it was dangerous." He swallowed hard. "We found it near the Henderson campsite, the place where that family disappeared last week." I remembered. The Henderson family, parents and 2 kids, vanished during a camping trip. Tents still set up, food still on the table, cars still in the parking lot, just gone. Search and rescue had been looking for 6 days. Found nothing. "We found blood on its hands," Tom said. "Human blood. Fresh?" I nodded slowly. "Okay, I'll do the autopsy. But this stays quiet until I know what we're dealing with." Tom looked uncomfortable. "Doc, this is already classified. Federal agents are on their way. You've got 12 hours before they take over. 12 hours. To examine something that shouldn't exist. To find answers that might not make sense. To discover a truth that could change everything." I started the external examination at 10 p.m. The morgue was empty. Just me and the creature. And the hum of fluorescent lights. The body was massive. 8 feet, 4 inches tall. Approximately 640 pounds. Male, based on anatomy. Covered in thick, dark brown fur. Longer on the head and shoulders. Shorter on the chest and arms. The hands were enormous. Each finger was as thick as my wrist. 5 fingers, just like humans. But the proportions were different. Longer, stronger. Built for gripping, for climbing, for other things. The nails weren't claws exactly, more like thick, blunt human nails, but stained dark. Caked with something. I scraped under the nails. Collected samples. Sealed them in evidence bags. The material was sticky, dark red. Dried blood. I'd run tests later, but I already knew what Tom had told me would be true. Human blood. The face was the hardest part to look at, because it was almost human. The eyes were set forward, like ours. Predator eyes. Eyes that judge distance. Track movement. Hunt. The nose was broad and flat. The mouth was large. Lips pulled back slightly, revealing teeth. Oh God, the teeth. Large incisors. Sharp canines, but not like a lion or a bear. Like human teeth, just bigger, stronger, and stained with something dark between them. I took a sample. Tissue. Definitely tissue. I'd test it, but I had a terrible feeling about what it would be. The creature had been shot 4 times. 2 in the chest, 1 in the shoulder, 1 in the neck, all from the front. Tom said it charged them, that they had no choice. But something about that felt wrong. The wounds were clean, through and through, high-powered rifle rounds. Military grade, not standard park ranger equipment. I made a note, questioned the weapons used. Why did rangers have military-grade rifles? Were they expecting to find something? Had they been hunting it? But I didn't have time for conspiracy theories. I had 12 hours, and the truth was, inside this creature. I picked up my scalpel, took a breath, and made the Y incision, the standard autopsy cut, from each shoulder to the sternum, then straight down to the pelvis. The fur was thick, tough, but the blade cut through, and underneath, the skin was normal, just skin, pale, almost human-looking. I cut through the ribs with my saw, opened the chest cavity, and stopped. The organs were wrong, not animal wrong, not quite human wrong, something in between. The heart was massive, 3 times the size of a human heart, built for endurance, for high altitude, for running long distances. This creature could probably chase prey for hours without stopping. The lungs were huge too, adapted for thin air, for cold climates. Everything about its internal biology screamed mountain predator, but the real answers would be in the stomach. That's where you find what a creature eats, what it's been consuming, what it truly is. I cut through the abdominal muscles, opened the cavity, and there it was. The stomach, distended, full, way too full. I removed it carefully, placed it on a tray. It was heavy, at least 15 pounds, and inside I could feel solid masses, multiple objects, not just digested food, but distinct shapes. I made the cut, and the smell hit me immediately. Death, decay, rot, but something else too, something chemical, like fabric, like synthetic materials, things that shouldn't be in an animal's stomach. The first thing I pulled out was a hiking boot, men's size 10, still laced. With a foot still inside, I dropped it, stepped back, stared at it on my examination table, a human foot. In a hiking boot, from inside this creature's stomach, visual. Sarah forcing herself to continue. I steadied myself, pulled on fresh gloves, and reached back into the stomach. The second item was a phone, covered in stomach acid, partially dissolved, but still intact. I set it aside, kept going. A watch, still ticking. A wallet, soaked through. A piece of fabric, a shirt, maybe, with a logo. Henderson Family Reunion, 2024. Oh no, oh God no. I pulled out more. A child's shoe, size 3, pink, with a cartoon character on it. A bracelet, child-sized, with the name Emma engraved on it. Emma Henderson, age 7, one of the missing children. I kept pulling, and pulling. Bones. So many bones. Ribs, vertebrae, part of a skull, adult male. Based on the structure, more fabric, more personal items, a wedding ring, a pair of glasses, a camera. By the time I finished, my examination table was covered in the remains of the Henderson family, and others. There were too many bones, too many personal items. This wasn't just one meal. This was multiple victims. Over time, I forced myself to work, to document, to catalog. I counted 19 different cell phones, 19, in various states of decay, some recent, some older, but all still present. Why would a creature swallow phones? I picked up the newest phone, the one that was least damaged, wiped the stomach acid off carefully, pressed the power button. Nothing. Dead battery, or so I thought. Then the screen flickered. It was still on, low power mode, but functional. I stared at it. At the lock screen, a photo of a man, happy, smiling, with his family. Michael Henderson, the father. I shouldn't have opened it. Should have just bagged it as evidence. Let the FBI handle it. But something made me try. I swiped. The phone was unlocked. Emergency mode. No password needed. I went to the camera roll. The last video was from 4 days ago. The day the Hendersons disappeared. Timestamp. 6:47 p.m. I pressed play. The video started normal. Michael Henderson filming. His voice cheerful. Day 2 of our camping trip. Kids are loving it. The camera panned to show his wife setting up dinner. His son throwing a frisbee. His daughter Emma collecting rocks. Everyone smiling. Everyone happy. Then the camera moved, scanning the tree line. These woods are incredible. So peaceful. So he stopped. The camera zoomed slightly, focused on something in the trees. A shape. Large. Dark. Moving behind the pines. Hey, did you guys see that? His wife looked up. See what? Something big just moved over there. Probably a deer, Mike. But his voice had changed. Less cheerful. More uncertain. The camera stayed focused on the trees. Watching. Waiting. Then it appeared. Just for a second. At the edge of the clearing. Massive. Covered in fur. Standing upright. The camera shook. Michael gasped. What the hell is that? His wife saw it now. She grabbed the kids. Mike, get back here. The camera was still recording, pointed at the creature. It wasn't moving, just standing there, watching them. Then it took a step forward. The video became chaos. Running, screaming, the camera pointing at the ground, at trees, at sky. Michael's breathing heavy, panicked. Run. Run. Get to the car. His wife screaming. The kids crying. The camera fell, landed facing up, still recording. Footsteps. Heavy. Getting closer. Michael's voice in the distance. No, stay away from them. Then a different sound. A roar. Not quite animal. Not quite human. Something in between. A massive shadow passed over the camera. Then another. The creature was circling, hunting. More screaming. Closer now. Emma's voice. Daddy. Michael. Run, baby. Run. Then the sound. The sound I'd heard in the intro. The sound that made me throw up. 13 minutes of audio. The camera never moved from where it fell, but the microphone captured everything. The chase, the struggle, the sounds of tearing, of crunching, of feeding, and the screams. Oh God. The screams. I dropped the phone, stumbled back, hit the wall, slid down to the floor. I'd listened to the whole thing, all 13 minutes. I'd heard a family die, heard them being eaten, and it was all recorded, all preserved, by a creature that somehow understood what phones were. I don't know how long I sat there. Could have been minutes, could have been an hour, but eventually, I stood up, went back to the examination table, and picked up another phone, then another. I had to know. I set up a charging station, plugged in every phone that wasn't too damaged, waited. One by one, they powered on. 19 phones. 14 of them still worked. 14 different people, 14 different videos. All the same. Hikers, campers, nature photographers, joggers, all in these woods, all recording the beauty, the peace, the adventure, then all recording their own deaths. I watched them all, every single one. I had to know the full truth. Some videos were months old, some were years old. The oldest was from 2022, 2 years of hunting, 2 years of feeding, 2 years of this creature collecting phones like trophies. But something was wrong. The dates didn't match. The oldest phone was from 2022, but some of the bones I'd pulled from the stomach were older, much older, decades old. Based on the decay, I went back to the body, looked at it again with new understanding. This thing wasn't that old. Based on teeth, organs, tissue condition, I'd guess maybe 15 years old. Young for something this size, which meant the older bones hadn't been eaten by this creature. They'd been eaten by a different one, and somehow ended up in this one's stomach. Unless this creature had eaten another one of its kind. I checked the bone samples again, ran quick analysis. Most were human, but 3 fragments weren't. 3 fragments were similar to the creature on my table, but not identical. Slightly different bone density. Different mineral composition. I pulled up missing persons reports. Cross-referenced dates with the phones. Every single phone matched a missing person case. 14 people, 14 unsolved disappearances. All in this region. All in these woods. But there were more. 63 people had gone missing in this area over the last 20 years. 63. And I'd only found evidence of 19. I pulled up a map, marked every disappearance. The pattern was clear. They clustered in 3 areas, 3 different territories, 3 different hunting grounds. This creature had been operating in the northern section, but the other sections were still active, still claiming victims. I checked recent reports. 2 hikers disappeared in the eastern section 3 days ago. A family of 4 vanished in the western section last week, all while this creature was already dead, which confirmed it. There were more, multiple creatures, hunting across these mountains, and we'd only killed 1. The door burst open. Tom rushed in with 3 other rangers. "Doc, we got a problem. We found another one." My heart stopped. Another body? No. Another creature. Alive. He showed me footage from a trail camera. Timestamp. 2 hours ago. A clearing in the woods. Then a massive figure walked into frame. Bigger than the one on my table. Much bigger. Maybe 9 feet tall. Covered in black fur instead of brown. And it was dragging something. Tom zoomed in. What it was dragging became clear. A body. Human. Fresh. One of the missing hikers from 3 days ago. Still wearing his bright orange jacket. Still identifiable, but very dead. The creature stopped in the middle of the clearing, dropped the body, and looked directly at the camera, not like it stumbled upon it, like it knew it was there. It stared for a long moment, then reached into its mouth and pulled out a phone. It held the phone up, showing it to the camera deliberately. The screen was on, playing a video. The video of the man it had just killed, the man's last moments. Then the creature crushed the phone in its hand, dropped it, and walked away, leaving the body in full view of the camera. "It's showing off," I whispered. Tom looked at me. "What? It's not hiding anymore. It's showing us what it can do. It's sending a message." "What message?" I looked at the screen, at the massive creature disappearing into the trees. That it's not afraid of us anymore. Car doors slammed outside. Multiple vehicles. Through the window, I saw black SUVs. Federal agents. Tom cursed. "They're early. Doc, whatever you found, tell me now. We've got 30 seconds before they take over." I spoke fast. 19 victims in its stomach. All with phones. All recording their deaths. The creature was collecting them deliberately. And there are more creatures. At least 2 more. Maybe more. They've been hunting humans for years. We need to evacuate these woods immediately. Tom went pale. "We can't. There are over 200 campers out there right now." The door opened. Federal agents in suits. Leading them was a woman, tall, stern. Badge said, "Special Agent Rebecca Torres." She looked at me. "Dr. Martinez, step away from the examination table. I'm in the middle of an autopsy. Your autopsy is over. This is now a matter of national security." National security? There are people dying out there, which is exactly why you need to step away. Now. 2 agents moved forward, grabbed my arms, started pulling me toward the door. "Wait. You need to know what I found." Agent Torres held up a hand. The agent stopped. She walked over to me. "Dr. Martinez, I know exactly what you found. We've been tracking these creatures for 6 years." My blood went cold. "You knew?" "We've known about their existence since 2018. The first one was found in Oregon. Since then, we've documented 47 individuals across 3 states. We've been monitoring them, studying them, waiting for the right time to act." "Waiting? People are dying." "Acceptable losses while we learn how to eliminate them effectively." I ripped my arms free from the agents. "Acceptable losses? There are families out there." End quote. "And they'll be dealt with. But quietly. No panic, no media. These creatures don't officially exist. And neither does your autopsy. She nodded to the agents. Seize all documentation, all samples, all evidence. Dr. Martinez will sign an NDA and forget everything she saw here. Agents swarmed my morgue, taking my notes, my photos, my samples, unplugging the phones, bagging everything. One agent reached for the creature's body. Torres stopped him. Not yet. We're transporting it to the facility. What facility? I demanded. She smiled coldly. One that doesn't exist. She stepped close to me. Dr. Martinez, you have two choices. Option 1. You sign the paperwork. You forget this ever happened. You go back to your normal life. Option 2. You become a liability that needs to be managed, and we're very good at managing liabilities. I stared at her. You can't cover this up. Those families deserve to know. Those families will be told their loved ones died in tragic accidents. They'll get closure. They'll move on. Everyone wins. Over Torres's shoulder, I saw the security monitor, the one showing the loading dock, where they'd brought the creature's body in. And on that screen, I saw something that made my heart stop. Another creature, standing in the shadows, watching. It was massive. The same one from the trail camera, the black-furred one, standing just beyond the lights, perfectly still, and it was staring right at the camera, right at us. Behind you, I whispered. Torres turned, looked at the monitor. The creature was gone. Then the alarms went off. Red lights, sirens, an automated voice. Perimeter breach, loading dock, perimeter breach. Torres grabbed her radio. All units, we have a hostile at the loading dock. Lethal force authorized. Agents drew weapons, ran for the doors. Tom looked at me. Doc, we need to go. Now. A sound echoed through the building. Metal tearing, concrete cracking. Then a roar. That same roar from the videos, but louder, closer, real. The creature was inside. Gunfire erupted, shouting, screaming. The lights flickered. Torres ran toward the sound. Hold your positions. Do not let it reach the examination room. But the screaming got closer and closer. Then silence. Blood began seeping under the door. Thick, dark, too much blood. Tom grabbed my arm. Back door now. We ran. Through the storage room, through the freezer, to the emergency exit. Tom kicked the door open. We burst into the parking lot. His truck was 20 feet away. We ran. Behind us, the building's windows exploded. Glass raining down. More gunfire. More screaming. Then silence again. We jumped in the truck. Tom started the engine. Threw it in reverse. We peeled out. I looked back at the building. Saw a figure in the shattered window. The creature, holding something. An agent's body. And it threw it. The body crashed onto a car, setting off the alarm. Tom drove like hell. Out of the parking lot. Onto the main road. Away from the facility. Neither of us spoke for 5 minutes. Just breathing. Just processing. Just surviving. Finally, Tom pulled over. Killed the engine. Put his head on the steering wheel. What the fuck was that? That was the truth, I said. The truth that Torres and her people have been hiding. These things aren't just animals. They're intelligent, organized, and now they're angry. Tom, how did it know? Know what? How did it know we had the body? How did it know to come to that specific facility? Tom went pale. You think it tracked us? I think it's been tracking you for a while. I thought about the phones, about why the creature kept them. The phones. It wasn't keeping them as trophies. Then why? It was learning from them. Learning what? Everything. How we communicate, how we track, how we hunt. It's been studying us the same way Torres has been studying them. And now it knows where we are. Tom started the engine again. Where are we going? Somewhere to hide these. I pulled out my phone. During the chaos, I'd grabbed something. A USB drive from my computer before the agents could seize it. What's on it? Everything. All my findings. All the phone videos. All the evidence. Doc, they'll kill you for that. They'll kill me anyway. I know too much. So what's the plan? I looked at him. We expose it. All of it. before they can stop us. Tom's phone rang. Unknown number. He answered. Hello? A voice. Distorted. Mechanical. Ranger Davidson. You have something that belongs to us. Who is this? Return the data within 24 hours or face consequences. The line went dead. They're tracking your phone, I said. Tom threw it out the window. Now what? Now we run. We drove for 3 hours. Switched vehicles twice. Used cash only. Found a motel in a town too small to matter. Checked in under fake names. And I started uploading. I created accounts on every platform. YouTube, Twitter, Reddit, Facebook, TikTok, everywhere. And I started uploading the videos, the phone footage, the trail camera footage, my autopsy notes, everything. It took 6 hours. The files were huge, but one by one, they finished. One by one, the truth went live, and I wrote a message to go with them. My name is Dr. Sarah Martinez. I'm a forensic pathologist. 3 weeks ago, I examined a body that the government doesn't want you to know about. A Bigfoot. A real one. And inside its stomach, I found evidence of 19 murders. But that's not the worst part. The worst part is there are more of them. And they're hunting us. The government knows. They've known for years. They've been covering it up, letting people die. I'm releasing all the evidence, every video, every photo, every document, because you deserve to know. You deserve to protect yourselves. They're real, they're dangerous, and they're not hiding anymore. I hit publish all at once, on every platform, and we waited. Within an hour, the first video had 10,000 views. Within 2 hours, 100,000. By morning, every major news outlet was reporting it. Forensic pathologist releases shocking Bigfoot evidence. Government cover-up of mountain killings exposed. Are Bigfoots real? And are they hunting humans? The story exploded. CNN, Fox News, BBC, Al Jazeera, every outlet covering it. Experts debating it, scientists analyzing it, the government denying it. But the videos were undeniable. Real people, real deaths, real creatures. The official response came at noon. A press conference, a spokesman standing at a podium. The videos currently circulating are part of an elaborate hoax. Dr. Martinez has been placed on administrative leave pending psychiatric evaluation. The FBI is investigating the source of these fabricated materials. We urge the public not to panic or spread misinformation. But nobody believed them. Social media erupted. Number Bigfoot Eyes Real, trending worldwide. People sharing their own stories, their own sightings. Thousands of them. Hunters, hikers, park rangers, all saying they'd seen something, all saying they'd been ignored, all saying they'd been told they were crazy. Until now. Within 48 hours, parks across 3 states were evacuated. Campgrounds closed. Hiking trails shut down. National Guard deployed. Hunting parties organized. The biggest manhunt in history. Except it wasn't for a man. Tom and I watched from the motel. Watching the world react. Watching our lives fall apart. Watching history change. You think we did the right thing? Tom asked. People are alive because of what we did. People are also terrified. Better terrified and alive than ignorant and dead. A knock on the door. We both froze. Tom drew his sidearm, moved to the door. Who is it? No answer. Another knock. Louder. Tom opened the door. Gun raised. Nobody there. Just an envelope on the ground. He picked it up, brought it inside, handed it to me. I opened it. Inside was a photo. A photo of me, taken yesterday, through the motel window, while I was uploading the files, and written on the back, "We found you." We packed in 60 seconds, grabbed everything, ran to the truck. Tom started driving. Where to? Anywhere but here. We drove. No destination, just away. An hour later, Tom's radio crackled. His Ranger radio. He'd forgotten he still had it. A voice came through. Torres, Dr. Martinez. I know you can hear this. Tom reached to turn it off. I stopped him. Let's hear what she has to say. You've made a grave mistake, Doctor. You've exposed something that should have stayed hidden, not to protect the government, to protect humanity. You think releasing those videos makes people safer? It makes them targets. These creatures were content to hunt in the shadows. Now you've declared war. I grabbed the radio. You declared war when you let people die to protect your secrets. We were learning how to fight them. You were letting them kill while you learned. How many people died for your research? Silence. Then, fewer than will die now. What do you mean? You've seen one creature, Doctor, maybe two, but we've documented 47, and those are just the ones we know about. Our estimates suggest there are between 200 and 300 of them, spread across 7 states. We had them contained, monitored, managed. Now you've changed the game. My stomach dropped. What are you saying? I'm saying they're not hiding anymore. Since your videos went live, we've had 16 attacks. 16 in 2 days. They're retaliating. Hunting parties, campgrounds, small towns, near the forests. You wanted the truth out? Congratulations. Now live with the consequences. The radio went dead. My phone buzzed. News alert. Breaking: multiple attacks in Washington state. At least 12 dead. Another alert. Oregon town evacuated after creature sighting. Another. Montana hunters missing after apparent Bigfoot encounter. Oh God, Torres was right. I killed those people, I whispered. No, Tom said. You exposed a truth people needed to know. A truth that's getting people killed. A truth that would have killed more people if it stayed hidden. He pulled over, looked at me. Doc, you did the right thing. The hard thing, but the right thing. Then I saw it, through the window. In the tree line next to the highway, a shape, massive, dark, watching us. Tom, he followed my gaze. Drive. Now, Tom hit the gas. But the creature was faster. It stepped onto the highway, directly in our path. Tom swerved. The truck fishtailed. We spun, slammed into the guardrail. The airbags deployed. White powder, ringing in my ears. Taste of blood in my mouth. Tom was unconscious, head against the steering wheel, bleeding. I tried to move. Couldn't. My leg was trapped under the dashboard. The passenger door ripped off. Just ripped clean off the frame, and there it was. The creature, 9 feet of muscle and fur and rage, standing over me. Those eyes, those intelligent, angry eyes, looking at me, recognizing me. It reached in with one massive hand. I closed my eyes. This was it. This was how I died. Killed by the thing I'd exposed. Poetic, really. But the hand didn't grab me. It grabbed something else. It took the USB drive, the one still plugged into my laptop, the one with all the original files, the backup I'd kept just in case. It held it up, showed it to me, then crushed it, ground it to dust. Then it backed away, turned, and walked back into the forest, leaving us alive, but with a message. We know what you did. We know who you are, and we'll be watching. Sirens approached. Someone had called 911. Ambulance. Police. They pulled us from the wreck, loaded us onto stretchers. Tom came to as they lifted him. The creature. Shh. It's gone. Did you see it? Yeah, I saw it. 3 days later, I was released from the hospital. Broken leg, concussion, bruised ribs. Tom was in worse shape, punctured lung, fractured skull. But alive, we were both alive, when we shouldn't be. Torres visited me on my last day, walked into my room like she owned it, sat in the chair next to my bed. Dr. Martinez, Agent Torres, you got lucky. Lucky? It could have killed me. Exactly. But it didn't. Do you know why? Enlighten me. Because it's smarter than you think. It could have torn you apart, silenced you permanently, but that would have made you a martyr, would have validated everything you said. So instead, it sent a message. What message? That it's in control, not you, not us. It decides who lives and who dies. And right now, it's chosen to let you live. I'm not afraid of it. Torres laughed. You should be, because this is just the beginning. The creatures you exposed, they're organizing, coordinating attacks, learning from each other, and they're getting bolder, She stood to leave, stopped at the door. "You wanted the truth out, doctor? Be careful what you wish for." That was 3 months ago. I've been in hiding ever since. Moving every few days. Never staying in one place too long. Always looking over my shoulder. Tom recovered. He's in witness protection now. Gave testimony to Congress. Helped them understand what we're dealing with. The attacks haven't stopped. If anything, they've increased. 34 dead in the last 3 months. Dozens more missing. Entire forests have been quarantined. The military is involved now, using thermal imaging, drones, advanced tracking, but the creatures are adapting, learning. So I'm recording this one last testimony, one last piece of evidence, because I don't know how much longer I have. The creature that spared me, it's been seen near every place I've stayed, watching, waiting, following me. If you're watching this, if I'm already gone, know this. I don't regret exposing the truth. People deserve to know what's out there, what's hunting them. But I do regret one thing. I thought exposing them would make us safer. I was wrong. Because now they're not just hunting for food, they're hunting for revenge. And I'm at the top of their list. The footage I found in that creature's stomach showed me something I didn't understand at first. But I understand now. They don't just kill because they're hungry. They kill because they're angry. Angry at us for invading their territory, for destroying their forests, for hunting them, for sport and profit for centuries. I found records, old records Torres tried to hide, going back to the 1800s, expeditions, hunting parties, bounties for Bigfoot scalps, specimens taken to private collections, bodies dissected in secret. We've been hunting them for over 100 years. Now they're hunting back. So if you're in the woods, if you're hiking, camping, hunting, know that you're not alone. Know that something is watching. Something that's been here longer than us. Something that's smarter than we gave it credit for. Something that's done hiding. I hear something outside. Footsteps. Heavy. It's here. It found me again. This might be the last time it lets me live. Or maybe this time, it won't. To whoever finds this recording, tell my family I love them. Tell them I died trying to save people, even if I failed. And please, please, stay out of the forests. Stay out of their territory. Because we're not the apex predators anymore. We never were. We just convinced ourselves we were, until something reminded us otherwise. The door just broke. It's inside. Oh God, it's inside. I can see it. It's looking at me. It's not angry. It's calm, like it's been waiting for this moment, like it knew this is how it would end. It's reaching for me. I'm not going to fight. What's the point? It's stronger, faster, and honestly, maybe I deserve this. Maybe this is justice for all the creatures we hunted, for all the forests we destroyed, for all the times we played God. Tell them I'm sorry. Tell them I tried. Tell them Dr. Sarah Martinez's body was never found. This recording was discovered on her laptop, uploaded automatically to a cloud server. The creature seen on her security cameras has not been identified. The attacks continue. 137 people have died in the last 6 months. The forests remain closed. The hunt continues. Stay out of the woods, somewhere in the mountains, in the deep forests, in the places we've forgotten. They're still there, still watching, still hunting, and they're not alone. There are hundreds of them, maybe thousands. We just never looked hard enough. Until now, and now it's too late.